Hello, 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 and welcome to Angels Don't Lie. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have a beautiful group here on Facebook, and I hope you all can hear me very well. I have headphones on them, Casey. You wouldn't believe it. You would crack up if you saw my little configuration over here.
I gotta check that out.
But we have a nice group on here. Hi, Mary Lee. You see it? Hi, Marianne. Hi, Celeste. Nice to see you. Kathy Berry. Eva's here. Beautiful. Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Susan. Mary Kay. Andrew was watching. Dara. Sarah Brent. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yay. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're really happy. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Nice to see you. Great to have you. Casey, I can still hear this song playing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
how are you doing?
Restarted.
You've been traveling and you're doing okay?
Yes, I did a lot of traveling. Got caught in a snowstorm.
You did a lot of traveling, right? Right?
Yeah. South
so much going
Dakota,
on.
Nebraska, Iowa.
Wow.
So what do you got in store for us tonight?
You're not kidding. That is a lot. And you were driving the whole time, so that's a lot right there.
Yeah, I like that driving. It's some time alone.
Yeah, some people like the driving. I don't think I'm really one of them, but I think it's great if you do. Oh gosh, I'm trying to tag people that I knew would want to tune in, but the business page doesn't let you tag those people. So, anyways, you guys tag your friends. You're able to do it. Share with your peeps, and let's get this going. We want to get as many people on here. I have a really big announcement, huge actually. And Casey, I still have my wellness tip. I've got all my shows planned, so
I got my pencil
Casey
sharpened.
and I are both a little. Okay, good. We're both a little emotional for this, announcement. I think we're excited for each other because there's, hey, with every turn of the corner, there's new opportunities. So first, let me welcome you to the show. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. We are so happy to have you. And if this is your, maybe you've been here before and you found this to be your home in a comfort spot, I also want to thank you for tuning in. Tonight, we are simultaneously broadcasting both on Facebook as well as on KBJB Radio. And this is actually going to be our final show, my final show with Angels Don't Lie on KBJB Radio. We are transitioning over to video and onto Facebook because that's what you have asked for. You people have wanted to see video, and so we've heard your call, and I wanted to take the time today to reach out and to say to my KBJB family that I am beyond grateful and thankful for the home that I've had here, for the friendship, for the love, for the fellowship of being able to have this dream come true of having this show and connecting people both to their loved ones on the other side and then all of the beautiful things that the angels have taught me all along about superfoods and my wellness tips and my book and all of the information. So this has been a great way for me to express all of that, and I could not have done it without the wonderful people that have put on KBJB Radio, and that's Casey and KJ. They are the founding soundboard here, and without their efforts of showing up every week and doing that work, I couldn't have done all this. So my heart is full of gratitude, and how beautiful in this week of Thanksgiving to be able to say that to our audience at a whole and say, thank you for the gift of your friendship, Casey, and for your loving support for both you and KJ. I really appreciate it. And our team behind the scenes that all along, like June Rabideau, who does the opening, and she's the voice you hear if you call in, and Buck Whiteway, who who took the time to produce the song with the beautiful Lucky Gambino, who is an original artist. The home that they've made for original artists, the foundation that they've created for people to share their gifts with the world is invaluable. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, Casey. And I know you'll express that over to KJ for me as well.
I definitely want to thank you for all my spiritual journey I've had in the last 2 years working with you, and I can't express my gratitude enough for all that too. And it will continue with you and going to in spirit and stuff like that. And I hope to help a little bit with your Facebook endeavors there to help fine tune it. So I'm still here.
Thank you. Yes. And so guys, that's the big news as we're transitioning over to the new video format. There's going to be a little bit of changes. So the number's going to change, but tonight if you do want to call in, you can still call our number, which is 646-891-5252, which would be very interesting for me to memorize a new number, just saying. And, we'll have a little, with any kind of transition, there's going to be a little bit of bumps in the roads, but, just be patient and things are going to work themselves out the way they're supposed to. I have full faith in that. So that's the big news. And I've been hemming and hawing and thinking and writing and pondering how it was going to even come out of my mouth and how I was going to get through it without, getting too emotional, because with any change comes, a little bit of conflict inside, right? We worry, we stress. But it is with that great change when we take that leap of faith that God will bring us in the direction that we need to go. So, I wanted to say hi to a few people. I know we're tuning in over here. I got Lisa on here. Steve. Hi, Steve. Thanks for watching. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for watching. Hi, Simone. Melissa signed on. That's great. Align Health and Wellness is watching. Hey, honey, how are you? Nice to see you guys. Perfect. So with a big, I wish you guys, I know you can only hit one heart at a time, but if with show of hearts, can you send me some love to KBJB, guys? I would love to see all those hearts. And I know they can use the love as well, and that would be lovely. So give us some hearts here. Thumbs up, little love. You know how to do it. Yay, thank you. Perfect. They're offline. Can you see them, Casey? You watching the Facebook Live?
Yeah, I have the Facebook Live right up here in front of me on my iPhone.
Perfect. Yep, they're all saying. And so I'm going to open up to your questions because that's what we're here for. We're moving this over to video because you guys want to have that conversation, and I want to be there for you. And I do have some things to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about, obviously, gratitude because it is Thanksgiving, and it is that week here in the U.S. that we are connecting with what we're grateful for, and what is that act of gratitude going to do for us, because sometimes it seems harder to find the gratitude when all we are feeling is maybe sorrow or sadness. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll talk about how to quiet that mind a little bit. Hi, Lisa. And I got two Lisas on there. I've got Eugene signing on. How are you? Nice to see you guys. Welcome. So my Facebook peeps, anybody have a question that you want to pop in there? You're welcome to say hello. We'd love to see you. Hey, Trish, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Trish, you can tag Jen. I think Susan's on here, though. Wait, that's right. Susan is on here. Just want to make sure nobody's missing out. Yeah. So Kathy Slink is on there. Hi, guys. How are you? So I'm talking to you, Facebook people. Do you have a question? Is there something that you want to talk about? Pop it in that comment section and let me know. if somebody would like to make a connection, you can either call in, which is 646-891-5252, or you can put a name in the comment box, and that would be beautiful.
We do have a caller.
Hey, Carrie Lee, how are you? We have a caller. Hi, Tammy, how are you? All right, I'm ready when you are. Thanks, Casey.
There we go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. It's Kathy Slink.
Hi, Kathy. Can you just turn down your radio for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll turn
Thank
you right
otherwise
off.
I can hear myself.
Well, I'm confused because I couldn't get you. Hang on. I'm getting you two places.
Okay.
Okay. The radio should be off.
I can just hear you in the background. But so tell me, what's going on tonight? How are you?
Hi. I'm doing really good. I wanted to know if I had any messages from either Richie or Ma, seeing we are scheduled to close on the house on Tuesday.
Sure. Hold on. Let me see what I've got. Is it more than one family? Is it like two separate people buying the house? Or
No.
Two separate families?
No, it's not. It's actually
what is this?
It's a contractor that's buying it, and we were waiting for. Yeah, he's going to redo the whole inside. He's doing all the floors. He's putting in a new bathroom, a new kitchen. He's going to open it up from the kitchen to the dining room, and I'm going to get all pictures when he's done, so I can share it with the family.
Perfect. Yeah. So that must be what is the feeling that I'm getting is that it's going to be like it's going to change hands two times because I don't feel like because I feel like two owners. Okay.
Right.
So that makes sense. Complete sense. First off, all I see is this is so good and such perfect timing. Number one, and very long awaited on your end as well.
Right.
And I feel like this is going to be such an easement of energy for you. But I also feel like a little heaviness for you in terms of guilt. Do you understand that?
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's what Richie's saying. There is no need for that. I do feel like there was some burdens with the words that you may have been left with in terms of your responsibilities. And so he's taking that and saying, please don't have that anymore. This is not the way of heaven. That's the way of earth. So the way of heaven is that there's easement and there's movement, so that new can come. And so he's sorry for inflicting that guilt upon you.
Oh.
Because I do feel like that's been part of the struggle that you've had to live with.
Wow. Thank you.
He also, he's also showing me that he can breathe. He's like, Jeannie, I can breathe easier. I can walk. I can actually skip. And I don't know why the skipping is important. But there's all this movement. So he's not still anymore. And he's reunited again. There's that beautiful connection for him and Nan. They're reunited. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. We at one point before he got his legs went and my legs went, we skipped down the dock with the dogs.
Okay.
That's what this.
So there you have it. That's
yeah. Oh,
okay.
Something
I never know. Validate you.
Yeah.
Freedom, and I do feel like now. I feel like this opening for energy, and that includes monetary. It's energy, so it's not just singular, but it's in all levels. So, I feel like you're going to breathe easier, and perfect.
I am. I thank you. Yeah, I thank you so much. And
You're most welcome.
That's one I wanted to say too, is I thank you for what you do, because for you've been helping me so much and getting into trying to look into myself, and I just got my books today, by the way, and so that I can start going from the beginning and get to where I need to be.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate your words and your tuning in every week. I appreciate it.
I'm glad I try. Okay,
you
thank
do.
You,
I know.
And I appreciate you have a great Thanksgiving. God bless you.
You as well.
Thank
you.
We'll
talk soon.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. That was so beautiful. I'm just got to go back over these comments over on Facebook. Casey, that was great, right? She's such a beautiful connection.
Oh yeah, Kathy's been a long time listener and called in, and can definitely tell the help that has been passed on with the messages.
Exactly. I want to say hi to Carrie Lee's husband Dana. I know he's watching. Barbara is asking to connect to Rosemary, and Barbara, I will get to you in 1 minute. Melissa, any messages for me? I wrote in your journal for the first time last night. Oh, that's awesome, Melissa. Great. And I'm just going to add your name down, Melissa, and I'll see if anything comes up. And Simone. Simone, is that your uncle's name? Hi, Lisa. She wants to hear from Lisa Smith and Violet. I will do my best, guys, to connect you. The phone number here is 646-891-5252. I'd love the opportunity to speak to somebody else again on the air. It really does help, and I will get to your messages as soon as I can. I'm just taking them as note. And this is all new for me. I don't have a formula on how I'm going to be working all this. Hi, Bob. How are you? Hi, Fawn. How are you? Oh, it's Katie. Hi, Katie from Connecticut. Okay, that's my uncle's name. Thank you. Perfect. Yay. So good to see you all. Whew, I'm like having total anxiety now. So somebody I'm going to read calling in, or somebody over here on the Facebook has the anxiety. Hey, Trish, any messages because I'm working on... Right? You definitely are a hard worker, Trish, for sure. You feel like you call too much. Hey, listen, this is your last opportunity to call into KBJB. I'm just going to say that out loud. So if you have a valid question or a connection that you'd like me to make for you, now is your time. Because I'm not positive how we're going to work out the new phone system, if it's even going to work out. So there you have it. Trish, is this your anxiety? I'm definitely getting the anxiety, but I'm not positive where it's going. So let's talk a little bit before I do a reading. I really just want to talk a little bit about, that quieting the mind, guys. When we talk about having gratitude, let me get back to my notes here. When we can really do that gratitude and we can practice it, and, I call that you work, where we're making that time for our practice, whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation, whether it's a gratitude practice, where we're being thankful and grateful. We really can't fully engage that gratitude when we are kind of in our thoughts. And that quieting the mind, which I've talked so much about on our show, is so important, because the monkey brain, that constant chatter, that storytelling, the conversations that we have within, those are the injustices that keep us away from love, that keep us from really participating in full gratitude. So I know you know what I'm talking about because it's not uncommon. We get stuck in that. Most of us do. We get consumed by our day-to-day thoughts where we can't really appreciate the things that are around us. And what happens then is we get that despair, and it comes big and heavy, and then we can't see the light of day. So whether that's brought on by a death of a loved one, a loss, which can include a job, it can include a relationship loss, it can include anything that kind of breaks down our barriers and seems like all of a sudden we can't get out from underneath us, can't get underneath the despair feeling. And everywhere we turn, maybe there's a new bill coming in, or there's another phone call, and there's another, happening that just takes our breath away. We can't see the light of day. We can't recognize where love is available. And with a show of hearts, how many people on Facebook, how many of you have that problem? How many end up having that kind of confusion with energy where it just seems like the pattern doesn't seem to stop? I'm waiting for them to show me their signs there, Casey.
We do have a caller while they're filling those hearts
Perfect.
up there.
Yep, and they're coming in. You see all the hearts there. Yeah. So let's take a caller, and then we'll see where we go with that.
All right. Here we go.
Thanks, Casey. Hi, this is Jeanne. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. How are you, sweetie?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. So you got the book and you're going through it?
Well, kinda. I just feel like I don't have any time, and it's just been really hard to work on myself lately. I've gone to my job now since September, every day, Monday through Friday, and busy with that and soccer, and I'm getting out of bed every single day, and which is great. But I need to work on myself. But I'm also at this point where, I don't know. I just feel kind of lost. I love where I'm going, but I just feel kind of alone. And I was wondering if there's any signs that the angels or grandparents, I don't know, if you could give me any insight, if anybody has any messages for if I'm going the right way or.
So, and I think that's a great question because I think our Facebook community is going to appreciate this because I think we all are looking for validation, one validation that we're doing things right, that we're going along the right path, and our efforts are for, something, not nothing, and validation in terms of, am I doing it right? It's confusing sometimes to know, and we want to hear from our loved ones. So I love to empower people to reconnect themselves and their senses so they can feel and know that their loved ones are with them. Not only that, then to also feel that guidance from spirit, which is that divine holiness that leads us down the path of our joy. But this is exactly the topic that we're talking about, Melissa, is when we get stuck in the day-to-day feelings of, am I okay? Am I doing the right things? And we don't make time to pray or meditate. And then the day seems like it gets away from us and we don't seem to get anything done. So I feel like that's the cueing for you. You've come so far from where you were. And the feeling I'm getting over and over and over again is you need time for you. You have to schedule that in or it won't happen. And nobody's going to give that to you. Nobody's going to give you permission to take time for you. And I feel like they're showing me writing you a prescription. Do you understand that?
Well, kind of.
So,
I keep, sorry.
So that's okay. The prescription feels like it's, they're showing me a prescription pad, and it feels like instead of medication or instead of another appointment, it is actually that prescription to take care of you. Are you working out, Melissa? Is there the exercise?
No, but I need to. I actually just started ordering Beachbody, and I have the on demand for a year, but I can't even do it. I can't even push myself to do it. And I need that because I'm not comfortable, and I'm not comfortable with being social, and I have no friends, and I'm not comfortable with making friends, and I'm a Leo, and I have no friends. That's really rough. But I'm not comfortable because I've gained 40 pounds in a year. And I have high cholesterol all of a sudden, everything else. And I'm only 33, and I was perfectly healthy before all this stress, with the soon-to-be ex-husband and all that.
Right. Yeah, so that's why I'm feeling like that is so important for you to exercise.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what they're showing. Look, what is that fear guy? And you'll know because you're reading my book, and people know, you guys know, I talk about this enough. That Schmiego guy, he wants to keep us from that joy. He wants to keep us from experiencing the moments of love in our life. And so he will add in, his one and only job is to add that fear in. So we can't make that movement. So we're afraid. So we don't see the light of day. Because in that way, he's spreading that propaganda, which is, I've got you. That's fear's propaganda, is I'm going to keep you still and you won't grow. And growth takes courage. Growth takes faith. It takes love. You can't have that when we're stuck in those thoughts. So again, that self-love and quieting the mind are the number one tools in order to open up that pathway so that you can move forward. And I do believe you have everything that you need, but I feel like your expectations of yourself are really harsh. So gentler on yourself. Make a little time in the morning. Maybe it is. I love a little daily. What do you call that? Inspirational quotes. I have a little book that I keep on my bed, or I do some type of reading. And I'm actually studying some of the Bible right now. It's really quite beautiful. So if you could find something that you feel serves you, that will open you up to love, make that your practice before you get out of bed. And then find that one piece of gratitude that will hold you to the end of the day. And what will happen, Melissa, is that you will experience more time in the day. You'll experience, that is making it better. So when we start putting that little bit of effort in, and look, you're famous for procrastination, and that's just something that comes with being a Leo. I know, because I'm a Leo. And a little stubborn. Fair enough to say you're a little stubborn. So we learn things a little bit on the hard way. So where can you soften to allow love in? Where can you maybe say, instead of me procrastinating, I'm going to make that thing work for me. So I always you take that thing, you make it you make it work for you. So what does that mean? It means, okay, so you feel like you're lazy, you're not doing anything. So rather than saying, I'm just going to watch this TV show and I'm going to be lazy, instead you say, my body needs a rest and I'm going to take a nap. And then you get up and you can continue on. So instead of approaching it in a negative, you approach it in a positive. So you make that thing work for you. So rather than saying, I don't have enough time in the day, you say, I have 10 minutes of time I'm going to allot myself, and you make it work for you.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, I used to, have intuition, be an empath. I used to feel so much. And now, I literally could probably burn me, and I wouldn't even notice for 10 minutes. Oh, did something happen? I'm so, that's a bad metaphor, but I am so out of touch with myself, so out of touch with myself. And that's been making things a little bit difficult, too. It's I know I need to do, meditation stuff, but, I want, God or angels to literally come and, sit on my lap and say, Melissa, stop watching all these shows every night on TV and do this.
And, Melissa, I'm telling you, like, the angels are here showing you. And look, you tune in all the time. You know the angels are there. I can pull an angel card. I can give you those messages. That's the problem, because you're not accepting. Your thoughts are keeping you from experiencing that love. So you're looking outside of yourself for that love when you have to look within. And that's the lesson for all of us. Everybody on Facebook right now, you have to love yourself in order to feel the love from Spirit. Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a heart on that one, please? It's the truth. We need to be the love for ourselves first. We can't feel it unless we do that. So feeling Spirit's guidance isn't going to automatically happen. They're not going to be like knocking on our door, hey, I'm here, when we're not open, when we're too busy in that chatter, when we're too busy, talking down and negative to ourselves. They can't come in that way. We have to create that sacred space.
You get more stubborn the older you get.
It doesn't really take long. It's just a matter of readjusting your mind. And it's a matter of, setting that sacred space for yourself, of doing that you work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you come slap me on the hand every time I turn on the TV and watch all my shows on the weekend.
Right.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, sweetie. Thank you for calling in, and I will, I'll be here for you.
Oh, thank
and I'm
you
going to be
so
that
much.
voice now. You're reading, now that you're reading the book, you're going to hear me in your ear.
I know. I will. All right. Thank you so
bye,
much.
honey.
All right, bye.
So that's a great message, everybody. I hope you all heard that. Hi, Jen. Thanks for joining. Hi, Carly. Thanks for tuning in. Sherry's asking, who keeps sending me pennies from heaven? Oh, Sherry, that's a good question. Simone said she's suffering from anxiety. That could be you. Perfect. Probably is. Shelby, hi. Thank you for watching. And Casey has another call, guys, so we're going to take that call. Casey, I'm ready whenever you're ready.
Here we go.
Thank you. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hold on. It's being stubborn. Let me try. There it goes.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. It's Tammy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You said Tammy?
Yes. I said hi to you in the thread earlier.
Oh, thank you. Okay, perfect. How are you doing, Tammy?
I'm good, Jean. How are you?
I'm good. And you have a question tonight?
I do. I have a lot going on in my professional life and also in my personal life, and I feel like they're both banging heads against each other, literally. And every day when I wake up, I sometimes feel more drawn towards the professional life and my business. And then other days I feel drawn more towards my personal life and what's going on with that. So I'm not sure if they're both happening simultaneously or if I should be focusing on more than one. And I usually get messages from my grandmother on a regular basis. And I haven't really been able to connect with her lately, so I'm not sure if it's me or if it's the universe or if it's all of that or none of that.
Yeah, so sometimes when we are, and I'll kind of explain this, sometimes we can almost become too reliant on our connection. So sometimes God has the energy pull back a little bit so we can rely on our clear intuition and our guidance, what God wants for us, instead of, following what our loved ones are doing and guiding us. It doesn't mean that we're alone. It just means that they possibly are doing their work on the other side and they're a little bit more quiet. They're being supportive in a different way. So let me ask you, with the work and with the home life, there are similarities in the two energies that are going on, and I'm not understanding what they're meaning by that. What is
the changes that are happening? I have a lot going on in my professional life with my business and the directions in which it's going for 2019. I've had a lot of opportunities present to me in the last 3 months or so with financial, not assistance, but funding, I would say, and, bringing my business into a much larger scale. And then I also have a lot going on in my personal life at home. So changes there, transformation. So neither good or bad, just change. And so I just feel like it's all happening at once. And some days I feel that I'm being pulled more business, and some days I'm being pulled more family. And I don't know if they are colliding against each other, or if I should be sending my energies or just sitting back and just praying and meditating and seeing what's supposed to happen. I almost feel like I'm anticipating.
I feel like for where it's coming from for me is I see like, yes, there is a great change kind of transitioning. And I feel like, is somebody moving out of your house?
Possibly.
Like, do you have yeah. So that's kind of what I feel like the transition of that is happening. And it's opening up this new space for the growth in the business. And I feel like you opened the doorway to that, whether that was conversation or made a decision. And so that decision leads me to say, you're following that clear intuitive guidance. Now stay with love. Now stay with, that compassion over that decision, whatever that was. And your business feels like it's evolving and growing and needs, I feel like it's twofold. It feels like it needs love, and it also needs a sacred space. So that sacred space for me is, going to meditation and praying on the next moves. It's taking time to be still and not maybe making quick decisions, but making really thought out decisions that are aligning with that divine love. Does that make sense?
That absolutely does make sense. Yes.
So I feel like you're in a very cool space because change is scary. Agreed. I feel the same way. Change is never a lot of fun to go through, but it requires a full faith. And what does that full faith look like for us? Because when we participate in full faith, it means we are not listening to the stories our brain is telling us, that chatter. We're listening rather to love. We're following love's guidance. And we can't hear love's guidance when we're stuck in the stories. So that's, I'm saying out to our Facebook watchers, that is the truth. And that's why we have to pay attention to quieting our mind. That's where prayer and meditation, yoga, being still. And some people do it by exercise. They have to be very physical to get that quiet the mind. So that could be, running, jogging, hiking, however you can get there, do more of that. Do more of that. That's how we're going to get back into that sacred space within.
So it's interesting because that's what I do for work. So I move people for a living, and I feel that while I'm moving them, they are healing, and at the same time I am as well. But I almost feel like I put myself on the back burner as well. I haven't put as much time into myself by myself because I'm usually with my students. So, but I do feel like I'm healing at the same time when I'm with them. So should I allow myself a little more me time aside from my movement modalities of healing with them? Okay. So
what I feel like self-love is that inner world where you need to kind of hang out with. Look, you already have the great practice, but I want to see you improve on that self-love, which means you're honoring you more. So I do this really cool meditation, and some of our listeners have heard it before, where I talk about the core color meditation. So we surround ourselves with the color that resonates with our soul. So everybody has a favorite color that they're drawn to, a color maybe they've known their entire life. Yeah. So we basically are cycle breathing this color. So we're breathing in our nose, connecting with our heart center. This is the seat of the soul, that God light. So our core color then becomes illuminated by God light. So almost sparkly. And so as we're exhaling, we're surrounding our body with that color. So we inhale it, we fill with the color, we exhale, we surround with the color. So we're in this bubble. What we do from that point is we can hold in our hands, and we put our hands right in front of us, and we can hold the things that will serve us. And we can move them into our energy easily. But the things that won't serve us will either deplete that energy bubble, make it shaky, it will change the shape of it. So when we get quiet enough and we do that meditation, we can see what's serving us and what's not.
Yes.
And that can go for relationships, it can go for food, it can go for jobs, it can go for anything.
Okay.
It's pretty fantastic.
Sense. Yes. No, thank you. I really appreciate that connection and understanding with
You're
the color
welcome.
and the breath and the movement. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome. Good luck, and let me know how you make out.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Thank you, Tammy, for calling in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Beautiful. So I know a lot of people are connecting with the anxiety message that came through for everybody. And that's how spirit will work. They'll come through and talk about that collective energy because it means something to more than one person. And when we're on a show like this, that's the most important thing, right? Oh, thank you, Simone. It's a great meditation, the core color meditation. So all of my anxiety peeps over there, you have a core color and you're in your head. Anxiety means we're living too far in the future. It means we're worried, we're stressed. It means we're not participating inward. We're not feeling our emotions because we're scared of them. So try that core color meditation, connect inward, feel what it's like to be inside of you. And your emotions tell a story. So even though we want to avoid those most uncomfortable things, those sensations, they will help us actually heal. They will actually bring us to a fork in the road, if you may. So that's why I love the journal. And Jen, you know I love the journal, and I know you're great at it. So when you do that core color meditation and you're sitting still, feeling your energy, feeling those emotions, take a moment then to write down each thing that you're sensing. And that's what will end up freeing us from that constant struggle of anxiety and help us to be more calm and staying within. Hey, and since we're talking about anxiety, let's talk about, the holidays. Thanksgiving's here, right? So how many people are freaking stressed about their gathering, their family or their friends gathering for Thanksgiving? Let's see those hearts. Let's see those thumbs up. Let's get that message going. How about you, Casey? Do you get that freaking anxiety too?
No, because I don't do anything besides watch the football and eat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's perfect for you because your wife's doing all the work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Takes the stress out of it.
Perfect. Well, God bless the women that take on all of the work. The men who provide, the women who provide, and then the ones that take on the work. So I know it's not the same roles as it used to be. So there are men that are making the meals and taking on all that work now. And there are women that are bringing home and supporting equally and doing that as well. So God bless us all for playing our parts and connecting. And may we take the moment to see each other and see the gifts that we each bring to the relationships and the struggle, right? Melissa, you're welcome for talking to you. I'm always happy to. Trish can't stand the holidays. Oh, no, Trish, I don't like that. Yeah, so I didn't even get to see all your hearts, but I feel like the anxiety thing. Give me one more time. Tell me, are you stressed out? Are you worried? Are you worried about the upcoming holiday Thursday? Because I looked away. I was looking over here. I want to see some more hearts. And I'm just getting a couple people are saying that. So try your core color meditation. Here's another quick connecting thing for you guys to do. If you're worried, if you're worried about being with your family, in the soles of our feet, you've probably heard me talk about this. Our lower root chakra, I call them the Christ points, because these are the places. The Christ points are our place here on earth. These are our connection to who we are and what we're doing here. So when we open this energy center, and if you don't understand energy centers, I can explain that if you need. Just pop that in the comment box. You need a little more explanation. Energy center to connect us to our place here on earth. So when we take our intention and our breath and we breathe into that energy center, we can feel a little bit more confident. We feel that structure within, so we feel safe. And that might be a big word for a lot of you, that's safe. But for a lot of us, we don't feel safe in our own body. We feel everything else that's going on. We feel energy. So most of you are energy sensitive, and you want to feel that comfort within. You want to stay in your body in order to get the most out of the day, to enjoy the moments instead of being in the stress. So try that. Try that out on for size. So I think, Barbara, are you still watching? Barbara Fahey? I think I'm saying that right. Barbara had asked to connect with Rosemarie. And I just want to wait for Barbara to see if she's still listening, because I want to bring her mom through. I believe this is her mom. Before I go and do anything else. And Melissa, we got you. Perfect. Hi, Helen. How are you? Perfect, Barbara. Barbara, Rosemarie is your mom, correct? This takes a little bit longer, the connection back and forth, so I'm so sorry for the delay, guys. But I always like to have that confirmation before I go too far with the reading. So I'm waiting for Barbara to just let me know that's her mom, because that's the energy that's stepping forward, mother figure. Perfect. She's confirming that. So Barbara texted, yes, that's her mom. I feel like all of these holidays traditions and what your mom shows me is that she's so proud of, and I feel like that you've continued. I just get, like, first off, apple of the eye. That's my way of them showing me, like, endearing love over you and watching over. And she hugs, like, the family. Like, I just feel with her whole heart, that's the kind of woman that she feels, just, like, adores the family. Just so you understand, that's how your mom is stepping forward. And I do feel like holidays are hard, and she's showing me, I don't know why she keeps showing me, if it's a piece of jewelry or a watch on her wrist. If you're wearing hers, or if it's what she's pointing to, but she keeps pointing to the wrist, Barbara. So you understand that. I'm just going to wait for you to confirm that. This is the only hard part for me, because there's just a delay in the conversation to keep it moving. So Barbara, if you want to call in, if you'd like to make this connection a little deeper, you're more than welcome to call in, 646-891-5252. We have a little bit of time left. Perfect. Helen, thank you for that, because I know you had sent me an email about that, and I did want to touch base about that. Helen had sent me this beautiful email asking about why, when she gives thanks and she prays, that she ends up breaking out into tears, like she gets emotional. And I think actually this is such a beautiful thing, Helen, because it's a clear telling story that you are actually feeling that gratitude on a soul level, which is it's just a release of energy. So tears are energy. When we hold within, it creates, it builds, and it needs to come out. So when you're praying and when you're finding that time to be gratitude, it's moving out of you effortlessly and without your even maybe connecting to it. It's just a beautiful way that you're expressing it. So I feel like that's a beautiful thing and nothing to worry about. Why you do it is just your body's way of releasing. Yeah. Perfect. So Simone would like to hear from her uncle. Simone, just let me know your uncle's first name. And CR is asking to hear from her dad. I believe CR, I'm sorry, I'm saying her. I'm making sure that you are her. Sorry, I can't see the picture. Perfect. You're welcome, Helen. And thank you for that email. I really appreciated it. I love when people send me like a little bit of, they send me a little message or a response to my newsletter, which if you would like to join my newsletter, you can head on over to my website, jeanniestreet.com. I'd love to hear from you and have you on the email list. Thank you. Thank you both. So I'm writing both names down to see who's going to come forward first. So your dad's name is Monica. Am I saying that right? And Flan is your uncle's name. Perfect. Perfect. Simone, I feel like I'm all around the throat and I'm having a hard time taking a deep breath. I don't know if your uncle had, I feel like smoker because I'm feeling like a waft of smoke going across my face. Do you understand that? And I don't know what's around the throat. Oh, that's so funny. So CR's name is Monica and her dad's name is Jose. I know. I was like, Monica, I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm not bringing through a Monica. Perfect. So guys, we have a caller on hold. Monica, I will work on that a little bit after, just to give you a thing. Okay, perfect. Casey, I'm ready when you are.
All right, here we go.
Okay, thank you. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. How are you tonight?
I'm okay. How are you?
Barbara, this is your mom that was coming through?
Rosemary, yeah.
Thank you so much for calling in. Makes it so much easier for me to do that connection for you. Were you understanding what she was showing, the endearment?
Yes.
Thank you. And again, I feel like this, like she's wrapping her arms around the family. It's another way, like I feel like one, she's watching over, and I just feel like this closeness. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And the traditions that she was talking about?
I don't know, like Thanksgiving type traditions. Is that what you mean?
So, yeah, it could be dishes passed down, like traditions that were kept. And that was what she was showing me. So it's her way of letting you know first that she's like with you, and like how much she appreciates that you passing that down and keeping her memory alive. And I feel like she is alive because you are continually talking about her, and that love has not separated you.
Never. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I do have some pain in my head around your mom, so I don't know how she passed if she had a stroke. That usually is my sign for that. Do you understand that?
She had Alzheimer's.
So, okay. So it's pain in my brain. It's very interesting how she's presenting it. Just probably to get my attention around the brain. So that's how she's coming through. Perfect. And your dad is on the other side as well?
Well, I don't think my dad has passed. My stepfather is still here, but
Okay.
no, I don't know.
Is your stepdad not well?
My mom just passed September, the end of September,
Okay.
and it was a big family argument. So it's really bad at the end. So I kind of really just wanted to hear from my mom and know that, just that she understands. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
So that's probably why she's bringing me around concern around the father figure. So that's not the story that she's talking about. So look, as they come through in heaven, they don't have the earthbound stuff that we have. So they don't have those conflicts anymore. There's only love. So they're not choosing sides. So your mom chooses no side.
Right.
So that's what I can tell you. And you keep taking that higher road the best that you can, and find that way of releasing and forgiveness. So there's compassion, which I do feel like you are already doing. Your mom is like praising you.
Yeah.
But I do feel like holding a little bit of hardness because you're hurt. So she said again, like, just try to bury that and move that past. And I'll show you what the angels are showing me when we can. You know that saying, bury the hatchet. So they actually say, make a plant. And you just take a potted plant, plant a flower, something that you can grow. And it's your way of giving love to the situation and nurturing it. And then you can gift it. You can gift it to that person or to somebody else so that they receive that love. And it's a way to release and let it go so it turns into a new bloom, a new life. So that's what she shows me. So that can be a transformation.
Okay. That's really nice. Thank you.
You're most welcome. And I'm so sorry for your loss. And your mom she's just so lovely, and she's still with you. So I hope that brings you some peace, and that your Thanksgiving is filled with that.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you for calling in, Rosemary.
Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. And that's a really beautiful blessing that we can all take, that our loved ones, they want us to have that peace. So I love that for everybody, that we can take that from tonight's show, that little bit of yumminess, that you can plant your sorrows. You can make a potted plant and you can grow new life. And you can have that be a symbol, a really beautiful symbol of release, of forgiveness, of letting go, of choosing love over that hardship. Sometimes facing those pains and those adversities are really hard to do. The two hardest things to do in life are saying we're sorry and forgiving. So even if you can't get those words out quite yet, do it in prayer form, do it in your meditation, do it in your journal, do it with a plant. And I bet you, I promise you, you will feel brand new. Brand new. So Simone, that must have been your grandfather walking past with the smoke and wafting it. I'm just going to make these last two connections before I do my final goodbye. And Monique, with your father, with Jose, I'm all around the chest. I'm very heavy breathing, very labored breathing. I'm having a hard time. It's also a little bit in my, I want to say my solar plexus area. So I don't know if he had a lot of acid reflux as well, but it's his way of letting me know first, just connecting with who he was and that it is him. He is telling me, I'm safe. And he's doing like I don't know why he's doing the baseball thing, but he's going safe. That's his way. He said, that's my signature. She'll know it's me. And that's what he has for you. So thank you all for tuning in tonight on this most amazing show and on the most, amazing station, KBJB. Thank you, Casey. Again, I'm gonna read you my Thanksgiving blessing before I say good night. This is a really beautiful Thanksgiving blessing by Walter Rauschenbosch. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even doing justice on that name. Casey, his name is spelled Rauschenbusch. Can you pronounce that? Because I don't think I'm doing it right.
I think you did a great job with it.
Okay, so here it is. Oh God, we thank you for this earth, our home, for the wide sky and the blessed sun, for the salt sea and the running water, for the everlasting hills and the never-resting winds, for trees and the common grass underfoot. We thank you for our senses, by which we hear the songs of birds and see the splendor of summer fields and taste the autumn fruits and rejoice in the feel of and then rejoice in the feel of snow and smell the breath of spring. Grant us a heart wide open to all this beauty and save our souls from being so blind that we pass unseen when even the common thorn bush is aflame with your glory. O God, our Creator, who lives and resides forever and ever. Amen. May our senses tell the story. May our senses be the connection to our loved ones, to the love that never leaves us, ever. My love is with you guys. It's with you, Casey and KJ. Thank you again for everything.
Thank you.
And for one last time on KBJB Radio, this is Jeannie Street signing off. And you know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a beautiful night. God bless. And you can continue to follow me on Facebook. Thank you.